Hi everyone and welcome to Franka's Fab Family. I am Franka again and I want to thank you so much for tuning in. Today's topic is very interesting, so I'm speaking specifically to a specific type of man. A specific type of group of men that do these things to women. The women are not having it anymore, okay? So here it is. If you are a man that likes men, women are asking you to stop pretending that you're looking for a wife, you're looking for a mate when you know you really don't like women. And I'm talking to you down low brothers. Now, we all understand that in some communities, in the Caribbean, in America, in the UK, in some communities, and for whatever reason, a lot of men have decided that they don't want to come out and say, that they prefer men and things like that. And they would keep that as their own secret desires. The problem is, a lot of those men are attaching themselves to women that are looking for a mate. Looking for a mate, looking for, to father their children, looking for a husband, things like that. And I'm speaking to you men. You men out there that know you don't like women, women are asking you not to come near them. They don't hate you. They don't despise you. They don't think that you're gross. They don't think anything of that. The problem is you are robbing women of living their best life, because not only are you manipulating them, and it's bad enough when a heterosexual man manipulates you, but when a man manipulates you and he don't even like women, oh God, the level of new trauma that creates is just so unnecessary. In the year of 2023, there are so many communities throughout the world that embrace homosexuality. And for you women too. You women that know you secretly don't really like men, do not get with a man. So let's do it both ways. If you do not like men, also women, don't get with a man that you really don't want, but you want security or you want to put on the facade for your family. But particularly, I met at least 4 different women that were married to guys who ended up being gay later on or showing those signs later on. The other day, I saw it on someone's blog, and the woman said, men, stop marrying women that you know you don't like women. So one of the comments said, oh, there are women who know that the men are gay and they just think that they can change them, or they want to take it out of them, or women need to use their discernment more and things like that. The problem is we tend to forget again, the reason again, in early childhood, some people are naturally born being able to read people well, and some people have to be taught. Some people are born when a person don't really like them, or they're pushing off on them, or they're pushing back on them. Some people will actually try to work harder. I'm going to work harder. Maybe I'm not working hard enough for him to love me or for her to love me, so I'm going to do more. The problem is in early childhood, when you don't understand that your worth and your value, and a person is making you miserable, many times you stay because you're trying to help fix the person to help make you happy. That never works. Our parents on so many levels have failed us, but we the adults now have to do better. The thing is, guys, some heterosexual guys out there, homosexual guys out there, you want children, which is fine. Do you know that there's a whole group of women out there that will give you a child? Some women will let you have sex with them. Some women will be a surrogate for you. And then some women will just participate in the whole activity for you because they have decided if a man likes a man and they want to have children, why should they be deprived of that opportunity? The problem is when you fool a woman into mating with you and being with you, and you don't like women. So guys, these are for you. And women, these are some of the signs. These women want you women out there to know who don't know better. You're naive, you just don't know better, and you don't know the signs. Here are some of the signs that your guy might not be into women. He doesn't sleep with you. Not saying that you guys are fighting or you whatever. One time this guy said to me, ladies, you got to understand how much men love and enjoy sex. He said a man could be in a full body cast with a cold. And if his woman come to the room and says, "Can I give you head?" Bring it on. Can we have sex? He said men could be in full pain, full body pain, and let's just position ourselves well that you don't hurt my broken leg, or you don't hurt my collarbone or my shoulders or whatever. So that is a clear indication. If you are living with a man that does not touch you, he's not touching you. He's not touching you. Don't get me wrong. Men do shut down if you're arguing and fighting all the time. But I'm telling you, you women at home that you know that you're not fighting with this man, you guys are not at odds with each other, but there's always something else to do. Oh no, the yard need cutting. Oh no, the building need painting. Oh no, I'm tired today. If you have one of those men out there that's always turning you down for sex, and you know that you guys are not at war with each other or fighting with each other, that might be an indication that you are with a down low brother. Another sign to look out for if you're with a down low brother, when all of these women, what they said, these men make the relationships at home feel like a roommate or a business transaction. We can talk about the kids, we can talk about the bills, but we never talk about us, the relationship. So you could have all the other things fulfilled in your life. You can have, your bills are paid, you're living well, you're eating well, or whatever. But as that part of a relationship, that bonding time, you know fully well that cannot be bought. That is a clear indication that you may be with someone that's on the down low. He just wants the image, the perception of marriage, but he really wants little or nothing to do with you as it relates to a relationship wise. When you have an intimate relationship with a person, not only do you have sex and intercourse and those type of physical interaction with them, but you also engage in other things, like you sit, you cuddle up together, you hold each other. You have moments of true emotional bonding with a person. So if you're living with a man that he doesn't touch you, he doesn't have sex with you, he doesn't really do anything with you beyond like the operation of the house and the kids and stuff like that, and you guys are really not fighting. It's not like if you're fighting, it's cat and dog, he really might be on the down low. Another sign is when you're sleeping in another room. You're sleeping in another room for a significant amount of time. And again, this is not an agreement as to, listen, I can't afford to get my own place, you can't afford to get your own place, we're going to coexist for a little while, or it's cheaper to keep her, as some men that say. Things like that. I'm not talking about those type of relationship problems. I'm talking about where you as a woman feel totally sexually and emotionally neglected by the man that you are living with, and he's insisting, there is nothing wrong with us, I'm not doing anything. He doesn't touch you, he doesn't come near you, he doesn't provide for you what a healthy heterosexual relationship should provide, or any relationship should provide for that fact, because there are bonding and intimacy time that has to take place. And when a man is on the down low and he really wants to be with you for the image and the perception of marriage or relationshiphood, but he's not really into you, these are clear-cut signs. When a man wants you and he's home with you, he will touch you. He will come after you. He will want to be with you. Again, once there's no fighting or there's no other real major issues going on. Or he doesn't have erectile dysfunction and things like that. So those are other issues. So women and truly really look out for these signs, because unfortunately some men will marry you because they're ready to have children, but they like men. And I want to tell you men, listen, everyone only has to give account to one, and that is the creator of all life. You don't have to explain yourself to anyone. Pack up and move. Go to a country or a state that embrace what you think you can't do. Ignore your family. Do whatever you need to do. But again, with manipulation and like destroying a person and trauma, and even bringing more trauma to children, it is not fair in adult life for you to want and seek out and go after a woman when you know you don't like women. Stop it. If you want children, there are many women out there. If you go and say, listen, I'm gay, I don't like women, but I really do want a child. There are women out there that actually will give you a child. There are surrogate programs that will give you a child. But to manipulate a woman and take the years of her life and, really do things to just because of your own fears and your own family concerns and stuff like that, that's another area of people that we need to stop. And women, again, I keep saying, well, I say it in general for everything. You cannot ask your oppressor or your abuser to free you. The only way one can free themselves is through self-healing and through knowledge. If you're living at home with a man and he is not touching you sexually, months and months and months is passing by, you're going after him and you're trying to initiate sex and he does not want you. And you guys, again, you do not have the foundation of fighting, like really at war with each other. And this person is trying to make you feel like, no, you're imagining this. Some people will even try to use religious beliefs or religious things like, no, I'm filled with God, you're unclean. Like, no, that's all BS, okay? That's all BS. Let me tell you, that's really BS. So really and truly, we as women and men as well, we as individuals, we as adults must safeguard ourselves from the villains of the world. There are a lot of people out there seeking to destroy. And when they see a happy, naive, happy-go-lucky person, it's like, yeah, that's one. And many times in our trusted nature, we just want to believe. Who wants to believe a man is going to come into your life knowing darn well he don't like women, he don't like this part of us, and he want to stay stuck to you. People have their own agenda, people. People are coming into your life with an agenda. Let's start really creating boundaries and understanding emotional intelligence allow you to seek out how you feel. You as a woman know when you lay next to a man and if he doesn't hug you, if he doesn't touch you, if months and months pass by, what that will make you feel like. Because we as women typically want that emotional connection in addition to everything else that comes with a relationship. So if you are not getting that emotional connection, that sexual connection, that intimacy connection with a partner at home, it might be many times because he's just not interested in your agenda. And I just have to call it out for what it is. So men and women out there, if you know you do not like the opposite sex, please, for goodness sake, stay away from them in relationships. You do not get to use them as a pawn to hide your beard and hide your real intentions. You're an adult. You are free to do whatever you want. If you're living in a community that does not allow you to express yourself like that, you can pack up and you could move to a community that does allow you to express yourself, all right? So you men out there that really do not like women, or you women out there that really do not like men, stop attaching yourself to the opposite sex, because all it will do is create suffering for you and suffering for the other person. And one thing that I've learned, and I've learned it really, really well in this lifetime, no deed goes unpunished. You hear? No deed goes unpunished. So whether you do or whether you don't, whatever bad thing you do, it really does come back to you, just like the good comes back to you. Let us be kind, my people. This is your life. Live it to the best of your ability. There's people out there sleeping with animals if that works for them. If you like the same sex, more power to you. Find love and find it how it serves you and serve you best. But let's stop manipulating other people to do what we want them to do when we know it's not in their best interest if they knew our truth. So I am Franka Potter. Take care. Do not be offended. This is really all information out of love, out of genuineness of we adults on the planet. We need to do better. And we can only do better if we start with ourselves. I am Franka. Have a great day. See you tomorrow.